She had a passion for clothes, makeup, and other girly things, and a collection of surprisingly practical flat-heeled shoes, as befit a traveler. She waited tables and worked out, and always traveled with a sketch pad and a journal, and a full complement of spicy condiments, sauces, spices, and staples for cooking hot-ass Asian food. But there was a box of Kellogg's Frosted Flakes next to the organic tub of coconut oil, and a box full of sugary snacks and candies, unreadable packaging, and little cartoon figures that would make any Japanese mother shake her head in despair. But the mother who showed up that day and knocked on the door of the downstairs neighbor was from Coos Bay, Oregon. Also petite and fair and frantic. She could hear her daughter's cell phone ringing inside, but her daughter didn't answer. It hadn't been answered. Nor had she answered her pounding on the door, nor my pounding on the door. Only a second. I unlocked the door and cracked it, shouting her name into the silent apartment, that I was coming in and her mother was here. I stood aside, and her mother rushed in, disappearing down the hallway. She knew what she was going to find. We both did. I was only a moment behind her as she yelled, "She's here! She's here!" Nude, face down in the bathtub. For a moment, she fruitlessly struggled with a stiff, bloodless arm, trying to lift her out of the tub, before sagging in futility. We both fumbled at our phones, trying to dial 911, even as we made mental note that it was no longer exactly an emergency. While we waited, I asked if I could get her home, and she accepted. While we waited, I listened. I listened past the shock and the anger. I heard the yell. The next 4 hours were a parade of faces floating over dark uniforms, some kindly, calming, one stern and hard, all professional, all looking oddly over-prepared in the quiet kitchen, their bulky belts bristling with tasers, guns, and other paraphernalia meant for more active scenes. She answered questions. I made her a cup of tea. I turned off the rice cooker. Later, we sat silently in her car in the rain, waiting for the medical examiner. She would spend the night with a cousin nearby. The next day, I woke up early. I packed up my own guest's clothes, her boxes of girly lotions, toiletries, and accessories. I packed up her collection of earrings, the scarves. I packed up the dirty clothes, the food, shoes, the Xbox, the TV. I rolled up the rugs, stripped the bed, washed the dishes, flushed the toilet, and scrubbed the vomit off the floor. Her father arrived in a big truck. Her tubs and bins and bags overflowed the extra cab into the bed. They went back to Coos Bay in the rain. She was loved. He said, I want you to know that. She was well loved. And she was that close to getting on with herself. One stupid mistake. His voice shook. His shoulders shook. I asked him if I could give him a hug, which he accepted. I felt guilty as I watched him drive off. He shouldn't have been driving, but couldn't stay. I'm grateful. Grateful that this didn't happen in their house, in their home, but in a place they would never have to see again. I'm grateful her mother wasn't alone when she found her. I'm grateful she wasn't in the company of someone whose reaction would have made it even harder for her, who would have made it about them, who might have been traumatized for a long time. That's all. I'm grateful that Erin sought out joy and life and love and fulfillment while she was here, despite her apparent troubles. I'm grateful the police determined that it wasn't intentional. At least they have.